What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Well, it's not an east wind, but it is a big, gnarly, hard west wind. I was a little late getting out here this morning. I didn't get out till about 6:30. I started deep over by 130 on the west side of the wall there, where that real big shelf goes up, thinking that there'd be some fish pinned up against there, and there were. I couldn't get them to go. I had a couple, you can just tell with these walleyes some days they don't really grab it, they're just kind of holding on to it. And a couple times with a shiver minnow and once with a blade, I come up on the jig stroke and there was something there, and off, and that was it over there. And I creeped my way over to the north, and I came down along Pancake on would be the north side of Pancake, I guess. And I threw a jerkbait all the way down the buoy line. Never had a touch. Not a nothing. And I got to the very northeast end of Pancake, and I was right on the buoy line. So my boat's in 10 foot of water, and I was casting up into, 5. And I put that same little swim bait on, that perch colored Salmo, and first cast, whack. But then it's really tugging, and I'm like, okay, well, not a walleye. It didn't jump, wasn't a smallmouth, big sheepy. Which, whatever. I'm like, okay, well, at least there's something here. 2 casts later, whoa, just throttled it. And he starts digging for China. Another sheepy, bigger one this time. That fish was 25, 26 inches. I mean, big sheepy. And I'm fishing a 7-foot ultralight, and they give you all you want. As walleye fishermen, we can only dream of walleye fighting that hard. I love it. I do love it. I mean, sheep's head have a bad name and blah, blah, blah. But listen, I've eaten sheep's head before, and it wasn't that bad. Matter of fact, you dip it in batter and soak it in hot oil, put it on the plate. I don't think most people would know the difference. They're going to argue with me over that, but I've had it many times. I've served it at my old tackle shop when we used to do lunch up in the fish room, and any of the guys that ever used to come over to that lunch every day that Tommy and I used to do, you never knew what you were going to have, but nobody questioned it, and they just ate it, and it was all good. And but I digress. But man, they fight like a champ. I love it. I really do. So my only 2 fish all morning, and it's 8:30 now. This wind's howling. I can't hardly hold on spot lock. I can't get my drift down below 1.0, even with 3 48-inch bags out. So if they were snapping like crazy for me, I'd stay, but they're not, so I won't. And at 11:30 this morning, Courtney and I have something to go to. It's a flag. I'm not sure the whole details of what it is, but it's for our son's friend Ben Foster, who passed away tragically in a car accident a couple years ago, right before his 16th birthday. Benny would be graduating this year. I think about that kid all the time. He had such a bright future. He was a good kid. He was a hard worker. He was a hustler. And this is the time of year they say that the traffic accidents go through the roof, especially for our teenagers. And as a former teenager that survived those years, you can't wrap the kids in bubble wrap. I get that. All you can do is just try to teach them to be safe and be careful and not take those risks unnecessarily. There was 5 kids in that car that night. One didn't make it, and the rest of those 4 are forever touched by that. The family that Ben and all the friends and family that Ben left behind. I'm all for going and having a good time, a damn good time. Life's short, you know, you only get to do it once, so you might as well have fun. But don't have so much reckless fun that that's the last thing you ever do. So we're going to that this morning and have a few moments to remember Ben, and he was a good kid. All right, I love you guys. I don't love this wind. I have not loved the weather in May this year, but today's June 1st, so hope springs eternal with each new month. So we'll be back out here in the morning trying to knock them dead for you. Once I get back on some sort of a bite, we'll do these themed morning shows. Everybody seems to like them, so I'll keep doing them. Today, not much to talk about, so we talked about some other stuff. I'm going to go up and see Captain Tony this afternoon up at the hospital and spend some time with him and keep him company for a little while, talk some Yankees, his beloved Yankees. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep your tip up.